Shalom, family. It's Brother Kobe. Today is September 5th, 2023. The Lord has given me a dream, and I woke up crying. I was tearing and snotting everywhere, guys. I'll give you a little backstory. There's this small country church that I love in my hometown. I don't live there. I live pretty far from there, so I don't go there. But I would love to, go there. And this preacher was a man of simple words and convictions. And I liked how whatever he spoke, I could understand. He didn't use big college words or nothing. And I love that about him. Now, in this dream, I will not say his name nor the church's name. Okay? But this is the dream. I went to this church, and I got there late. I don't know why I was late, but I got there late. And the church looked pretty full. I think maybe a revival was going on. And it was passing the offering plate. So I went to go use the restroom, and then I went to sit down in the pew. And the preacher was about to start preaching, but somehow he couldn't. Like God wouldn't give him the words. So he grabbed his microphone and started walking around the church. And then before I know it, he placed it right in front of me. And the preacher said that God has given me a message to share. And I told the preacher that I have convictions about something. He ain't going to want to hear it, and he ain't going to like it either. And in this dream, I knew I was going to talk to the preacher privately and respectfully after churches, me and him alone, about what was bothering me. And I was going to tell him that I can't be a part of this 501c3 and that I wasn't coming back to church. But I was going to do this respectfully and privately. And the preacher persisted that I tell the whole church what God gave me this message that was in my spirit, but I didn't want to. And when I was battling, my spirit would hurt him and others in the church. And the preacher persisted again. So I spoke in tears what was on my heart. And this was the message. I said the reformers of the Reformation wanted freedom to worship God as they saw fit. And they separated themselves away from the government church, the Catholic Church. At that time, the Catholic Church was a state church and ran kings and made laws, enforced laws, and etc. It was a government church. And I didn't go into the big spiel about the Latin Vulgate didn't line up with the Septuagint, and I was mostly enforcing that they wanted freedom to worship. And I was telling them, and now today, that the church has gotten back in bed with the government through these 501c3 exemptions. And I went in the whole spiel on how the 501c3 governs the church's speech and can't talk against homosexual marriages and etc. if the state has legalized it. And I was crying in tears saying this, and the preacher started crying. And he told the deacons or the ushers to repass the offering plate. And he said, whomever had put offerings in the plate, please take it back. And the preacher said publicly and openly that he didn't want to be a part of the 501c3 anymore. And the whole church started crying. There was in tears, and a real revival has started there. That was in the dream. Like I said, I woke up crying. I don't know if this dream is for this one particular church or it's for the whole. Please take this to the Lord in prayer. I do love you, bless you, and go in peace. Shalom.